With the Bodax destroyed, the final one thanks to its forced dunk into the lake, and the hunger of the heroes knew the allied jewels, the heroes continued their journey along the lake. Upon entering a more narrow passage, the heroes discovered an old wharf midway and an old stone building carved out of the rock. With a few differences of opinion, the heroes moved beyond the locale and continued to the end of the watery passage and onto the shore of an overgrown garden of mushrooms and fungus of all kinds. Appearing to have once been well tended, the fungi here seemed to have not only been harmless, but nutritious and ripe for consumption. A few other sheds and disused buildings explored, and then approached to a bridge over a deep chasm the heroes made toward the other side, a cavern filled with enormous mushrooms and an ominously gigantic spider's web, when from behind them a monstrously large creature lurking beneath the lake's surface lunged out to attack them from behind. A gruesome battle began with long grasping tentacles and deadly bites, and a long barbed tongue that latched onto Tulok reeled him close as the massive creature swallowed him down whole.
So a long time ago, I used to work in a dinner theater. I've mentioned many times to all of you, and probably in the Discord as well with our fans. And it was a kind of a ragtag crew putting on really fun comedy shows and playing live music. We served the tables in character and costume. It was a whole thing. It was a lot of work, not a lot of money. Wicked fun. But because we were a bit of a ragtag crew with different strengths and weaknesses, things would get messed up pretty quick sometimes. Sometimes it's as simple as, like, you forgot a small bit of your line, but it still played off anyway, or you hit the wrong note on your keyboard, which I was guilty of many times. But once in a while, something would go horribly wrong, and you had to figure out how to fix it, if you could fix it at all. And I one time, someone in the crew who was so amazingly talented with music could not remember their scripted lines to save their life. We always gave them small roles with few lines because it was the only way to keep them in the show functionally. They were the most wonderful person in the world, but one time they forgot a line so important and moved to the wrong line that they skipped. And that this show, we would do 3-act shows, and the first act being the longest, about an hour long, so that they had time to cook the food. It was about an hour, to the next one being about 30 minutes, and the next one being about 15, 20 at most. They managed to skip about 30 to 40 minutes of the first act of the show because they said the wrong line, and everyone else just went with it without thinking. And I had to spend one song not playing and pull out the script and flip back and forth between several pages of dialogue. And the moment the lights went down after the song, I ran out on the stage and said to someone, when this line gets said, say this. When this line gets said, say that. It's not in the right order. You have to do it. The lights went up and we did it. And we managed to get through the act by keeping the plot intact in a rather jumbled way. And everyone buckled down and sorted it out. And when we got off stage, everyone said, "Oh my God, thank you. You're amazing. You saved the show." And I said, "Don't fucking talk to me. I'm so pissed off at all of you because no one knew it went wrong except for me. We should all be better than this." And it was like this incredible moment in my 7 or so years of working in that place where like I was just so angry but so happy at the same time. And it was such an incredible, like, dire moment. And it wasn't just me that fixed it at the end. It really wasn't. They all pulled out their bootstraps and realized where it had gone wrong, even though it was like at the last second in the weirdest moments improvised on stage. But it's hard to not think about that situation when thinking about the situation that's happening in the game right now. And I just wanted to ask you all, is there any moments that stand out where like you saved the day, or rather you and a few other people absolutely had to in a crucial moment get, kind of band together and solve an issue that was like going to just destroy something that you were working so hard on?
Couple notes. First off, toxic. Second off,
What?
Yelling at them, "Don't talk to me. I'm so mad at you."
Oh, I was so angry.
No, I know. That's a reasonable response. I'm just giving you shit.
We hashed it out after, but at the time I was very angry.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, we were fine.
I think that like the closest is always gonna be like in food service, just like I was on a food truck and it was at an anime convention, and it was literally just from 10:30 in the morning till 12 o'clock at night. It did not stop. Like it got to the point. Yeah, I did. I was cooking so many goddamn burger patties, and my boss looked over at me like, "What the fuck is taking so long?" And I just look him dead in the eyes and put my finger down on the grill for like 2 seconds, just holding it there. And he's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up. I'm doing the most that I can do." Like, this grill is literally cooked down to like 120 degrees right now. There is nothing I can do unless you want me to throw out raw patties, which fuck these kids. I will. Like,
toxic.
They smell bad anyways. Yeah.
So toxic.
Yeah, no, we do medium rare burger. Like, we normally sold our burgers medium, but yeah, that like there were a number of times on the food truck that it was just like fucking refused new noise, like just like just if you watch The Bear, the fucking song that plays every time like shit starts going, like there was just that, like just constantly, because that like you're trying to serve like 200 fucking people out of a fucking food truck, and like everything's just stacked on, and it's just a mess. And
we've all worked food service, so we all know that one. Just that pressure. Yeah,
mine's very similar. Of being cooking pad thais at a festival one time, and instead of getting burners for a stove, it was a grill that I had to take the grill part off of and get the pans as close as possible.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
It was a juggling act to make sure everything was staying hot enough to actually cook a fucking noodle dish.
Scoot, any major water disasters across the city that you got your cohorts together to fix?
Yeah, don't drink the water between now and July.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, a big part of my job is fixing things that break. So I don't know if you know anything about water, but it comes really fast when it's under pressure. So I've been in holes where you're working on a pipe and you go from being dry to being wet immediately and just soaked. Like the hole will fill in 2 seconds. And that doesn't happen often because we generally are more set up, but if things go wrong, they can go wrong pretty quickly. And so one thing we have to do is something called doing it live. There's a little jargon for you from last week. And that's when there's a break in a pipe, but you have no control over it to turn it off. So essentially you're daylighting it, there's another jargon, and then pulling it, like basically cutting it so you can put a valve onto it on the fly as it's under full pressure, which could be up to 160 PSI, just ripping. So, it's pretty fun. Actually, those are the moments to get your adrenaline going, and it's a good time.
Is it a bit of a team effort to get it done, or are you in there on your own doing it?
It can be both. It can be all sorts of stuff. Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to the fucking question because fuck you, Barn, and I'm still getting ready for this session right here, guys.
Well, that's a segue if I ever heard one.
We didn't get to James yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything, to be honest with you. A lot of those things, like really horrible things, I just kind of forget about them and leave them in the past where they belong. So nothing jumps to mind. One jumps to mind, but I'm not going to talk about it on the show. It was a near death experience of mine, and I just have no interest in discussing it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can relate at the end of the day to at least the food service ones. Like there's so much pressure in the industry, and no service is the same, and it just it's crazy how much things can mount up over one small thing can trickle down and make a disaster, and that's sort of the point of this, right? And it is a team effort. Oftentimes, it's a team effort to pull out of it, and you don't always pull out of it perfectly.
You never do. You never pull out of a tailspin back to where you were. Like nothing is ever great after. But the food thing, I learned very early on that it's just food. It's okay if it takes an extra 5 minutes as long as it's communicated to the guest. Yeah, it's not life or death. Like it's just food. So even in my early 20s, I was pretty relaxed about it. As long as we were honest, communicated, and did our best to solve the problem, then it never really mattered,
Yeah.
But I mean, that carries into other industries too. Like the urgency of the food line, I'm really glad that I had it and took it into my other jobs. But the communication and things, like what I do every day is fix machines that are in life and death situations at a lot of times. And but having communication, like things do go wrong, we all make our best efforts to get everything done. But communication between the people that you're working with is the one big thing that can make even the worst disasters kind of go a little bit right. So
yeah, it's amazing how the reception of communication, proper communication, can even if it's just one directional communication. This person said the right thing to this person, and everyone picked up on it, and they moved with it, which is what happened to me at that theater on that night. And it was it's a moment I'll never forget. And again, it certainly reminds me of the situation we're in here now. And there's no way to come out of this, I don't think, without in a perfect scenario. Tulok is in the most real danger of his life ever, I think. There was a big one with that Sarglagon at one point, but back on the other subterranean lake. But this one's different. He is swallowed whole. He has been hit for a crit to go to dying 2 right away. And the swallowed whole rules also say that you automatically take the swallowed whole damage the moment it happens, which means you do automatically go to dying 3.
Does the swallow have the manipulate trait?
It does not.
Dang.
Just the attack trait.
Is there a fortitude save, or is it just an automatically take it? I don't remember.
Let me double check. It's a very good question, actually, because if it happens to be a critical success, it could be 0 damage, right?
I'm fishing here, Scott. I'm trying.
Yeah. Shoot, where was that information? The swallowed whole creature takes a listed amount of damage when first swallowed and at the end of each of his turns while it's swallowed. Period.
Right, no fortitude save.
So Tulok is in the belly of this creature at dying 3.
Yep.
That is the end of the creature's turn. Tulok does have to go to dying 5. You have a full round here to see what can be done. Nick. You're up.
Delay.
Nick is going to see some absolute shit go down and stand there paralyzed and delay.
That's a flavor paralyzed, not a self-imposed condition. Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. Get your finger away from the paralyzed button, Freeman. I can see you thinking.
Okay. Delay. Lump. This is communication at its finest. Lump saying, "Don't do it again."
Looking over at Ruff. Can you still make me big?
Ruff?
I can. 4 4 voices echo out.
And Lump will delay.
Okay, Rough.
First 2 actions is enlarge on Lump.
Yes. They coordinated a little bit off air there, listeners, but that's totally okay.
No, he didn't. He's a liar.
Yeah, we had this all planned out from the beginning of this fight for dramatic. No, we didn't. Lump will go ahead and step back into the order.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, sorry. You had one action
left.
left. Just kidding.
Ruff's last action will be to cast Guide the Timeline on Lump as well. So your next attack or skill check, you roll twice and take the higher.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right. Now
Lump jumps back in the order. Okay.
Yep. And we're going to go ahead and try to trip this creature with the fortune effect. Keep higher. Let's go. That is a natural 20 on the die for a 39.
No way. You have to be joking.
I am not.
Yeah, you tripped the creature. Holy crap.
They're
And
going
it
to
takes
take
some
3 points
bludgeoning as
of
it falls
bludgeoning.
down on
Yeah,
the bank
yeah.
of this lake.
And then
3 damage? Okay.
Yep. I'm going to attempt to demoralize the creature. Intimidating. That is a 11 for a 26.
Do you have glare or no?
Intimidating glare. It's visual. Yeah.
Okay. That is a fail with 26, I'm afraid.
All right. Last action is going to roll the flat check to try to cast heal on themselves.
Okay.
That is a 16 on the die. Where was that just a second ago? And this will be a 1 action heal on themselves.
Okay.
For 22 healing.
22.
And
okay.
that is their turn.
And the sound of the creature hitting the ground will snap Nick into action. So, first action will be, 2 action intimidating strike. For a 25 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. How deep's the water behind it?
Big enough to conceal it.
It held this thing and concealed it, yeah. So it's.
I suppose, yeah. Okay, so he's just gonna go third action advantageous assault with that -5. Natural motherfucking 20.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Holy
oh,
shit.
geez, here we
Turning
go.
point.
Okay,
Holy
yep,
shit.
that's a crit. That's
Come
a crit.
on, boys.
44 piercing
Plus 2d6.
plus 2d6.
Plus. Yes.
Oh, from your
for
spell?
an extra 3.
Okay.
With your rooted, you're immobilized. You're clumsy 1,
Oh no. Okay.
and you're up.
Yep. How dare you?
No, not you, the creature, obviously. Yeah, that's a turn.
That is a turn.
That is a turn. That was a. Wait, was that 2 actions? Or is advantageous assault 2 actions?
Intimidating strike.
Oh, intimidating strike. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, so also
No,
fear.
no, that was the miss on the first one.
Oh, that was this.
There was
Okay.
a 2
okay.
action miss and then a 1 action slap you
Get-
about the face.
Getting
and
lost in your success here. Okay.
Did the advantageous assault calculate everything? Because sometimes it hasn't been working. Okay.
Yeah, there's I was forgetting to put a little slider on when I rolled damage dice, but I've been remembering it almost all the time now.
Okay. So, next up is Tulak, who is unconscious and dying and needs to roll me a death saving throw. Flat check of, is it 13, 16, or 14?
I rolled a 16.
Okay. So that reduces your dying value to 2. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you automatically take damage, so it puts you back to 3.
Okay.
And that's the end of your turn. Okay, and that brings us to this Froghemoth, who is going to flail its tentacles. It's got 2 tentacles left to flail. Your Skeletal Giant's now gone because you can't sustain it.
He's holding its corpse.
He is holding its corpse. I'll give you that. That doesn't make a difference. 2 tentacles left to hit 2 targets. Bam. Against Nick, 30 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, you're going to take 30 bludgeoning. Grab against your fortitude is 32.
That's 8 crits.
Is it? What's your fortitude? Oh, it's
20.
Oh, it's quite low. Okay, you are not just grabbed, but restrained. That's not good at all. And second attack is going to be rough again for 33 to hit.
It's
28 bludgeoning and 29 for the grab.
Success.
Okay, you are grabbed. And it is then going to spend an action to constrict. So I need all of you to roll a fortitude save, please.
What about me?
No, you're in the belly. You're fine. It's constricting with the tentacles. So any creature that is grabbed or restrained by it is going to take a certain amount based on the fortitude save. What'd you all get?
Natural 1.
Natural 1 for Lump.
15
Nick?
hero point
21 for
to a
Nick?
31 for rough.
Okay. 31 is a meat to beat,
Jesus.
which makes the other 2 critical failures. So rough, you're going to take half of 15, so 7. And the other 2, Lump and Nick, are going to take 30 damage.
Wait. We need to go back. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Normally I
No,
wouldn't
that's
do
okay.
this, but I need you to roll a d4.
Okay.
Your image.
D4?
Yeah, mirror image.
Oh, 2.
2 is a miss.
Okay, so you're not grabbed and restrained and all that jazz.
One of the images goes away.
Wicked. So, yeah, don't even take that half damage. That's the Frog Myth's turn. Rough, you're up. Well, you figure out your math. It's your turn.
No, I just hit undo on the last 2.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. Obviously not ideal.
Yeah, this thing is still prone and immobilized, so it's but it's still whipping those tentacles out at alarming speeds. But its AC is properly lowered.
Can I target a specific place on it? Like if I stepped up, could I target its belly? Or is that just not it?
Yeah, if you're looking at kind of releasing Tulok, you're looking at rupture rules, and rupture rules are basically you need to attack from the inside. You need to hit that sort of delicate lining from the inside, and there's a minimum damage you have to do in one go, and then it'll like regurgitate you. But from the outside, not going to work.
Okay. First action will be to step, as to not provoke. Next 2 actions will be a spell strike. He's going to charge this about as big as it gets with a shocking grasp.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 for a 37 to hit.
We love this.
Holy crap. Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh boy. I'm fucking sweating over here, guys.
I can't believe
It's hot out.
this.
I've never been more quiet in my life, I don't think.
What do you got for damage?
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to crit damage the spell strike. Okay, so it's going to be 38 slashing to start with.
Okay. So 38 slashing. Okay.
And then it'll be 28 times 2 electric.
It takes 0 electric damage.
Fuck.
However, you see this rubbery creature respond to the electricity, and it's like the skin on it tightens up, and it's like it's not even that its muscles retract, it's that like its whole outside pulls in tight at the response to the electricity, and it becomes slowed 1.
Oh shit!
Actually, I'll. It's not in the rules, but I'm gonna be wicked generous here. Because you crit, I'm gonna make it slowed 2.
That is wicked generous.
That is wicked generous, yeah.
That's wicked generous. I don't know if I want to die with an asterisk or live with an asterisk.
So
the good part is that since I crit, it takes 1d4 plus 3 persistent electricity. So ideally, it's just slowed until that falls off.
Oh, fuck right off. Are you serious? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, it begs the question.
Yeah.
It is technically immune to electricity.
Oh,
Can it?
No, sorry. If the target is wearing metal armor or is made of metal.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
On a crit, double the initial, not persistence.
I got some metal shit on me and I'm inside.
But yeah. There's an argument for you.
That's like inside armor.
Not I'm not going for it. Sorry. Yeah, but you see a very strong response to this, and you're going to see over the next little bit that it's to your benefit, and you might want to keep that in mind. Lump, what do you got? Oh my God, clutch!
Lump is going to go ahead and cast a 2-action heal at Nikaj, rolling my flat check.
Okay,
11.
You're doing good on those.
Yeah, thankfully. That is 54 points of healing.
Oh, thank
So powerful, the heals.
Yep, and then well, it didn't stand up, and
Nope.
it's not bleeding. Damn it.
Where'd Ruff go? We lost Ruff.
Ruff's gallivanting around in there. Gonna go ahead and roll.
Go for a skip to my Lou in the mushroom.
Yeah,
forest.
roll another flat check to try to get this last heal up on myself. That's a 6. 1-action heal. Hey, it's enough. That is 22 points of healing.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Now, quick question: you tripped this creature,
Yeah,
but you're holding a staff and a shield.
my shield can trip.
Your shield can trip.
Yep.
You're a legend.
That's what we call
I
a
know.
quality build, folks.
What's that? Never heard of it.
Me neither. I just saw
Nick,
one in
you're
a
up.
zoo one time.
Nick restrains. Throw it in acrobatics to get out of here. 27.
Okay.
No. I'll tell you right now what you need is a 35 against the athletics CC.
Okay.
It's absurdly high.
Well, you can't really do much else. So, let's try it with a map -5. 27.
Nope.
I don't even think I could get one. Nope. 3 actions.
A natural 20 is a maybe at that point. All right. 2 luck. Roll me a death save.
It's a recovery check, Raymond.
Whatever.
So I just rolled a natural 1, and I will use a heroic recovery.
Nice.
Oh,
have to,
jeez.
or you're dead. I want to throw out real quick too that you are suffocating in here, so you can't hold your breath. I don't remember the rules in that, but I know James, you looked it up recently, so I'm hoping you remember.
Yeah, it's your con modifier plus a bunch of other stuff.
But that's if you're holding your breath.
If he's unconscious, it doesn't. Yeah, he is, I think, dead because this is the second turn.
It's 5 plus your con modifier is how many rounds you can hold your breath. You reduce
But
it
he's
by
not
1
holding
for
his
each
breath
turn.
because he's unconscious.
2 if you're
When you
attacked.
run out of air, you
Yeah.
fall unconscious and start suffocating. You can't recover from being unconscious and must attempt a DC 20 fortitude save at the end of each of your turns. On a failure, you take 1d10 damage. On a critical failure, you die. On each check after the first, the DC increases by 5 and the damage by 1d10. These increases are cumulative.
So in this particular instance, would it actually be better if you used the hero point to roll the d20 instead of the heroic recovery?
Because we need a fortitude save, is what you're saying, Ken.
Correct.
I'll forgo the retroactive need for the previous round. And what's the DC, sorry?
DC 20 fortitude save. If you're skipping the last round, it is still just DC 20. No, it's 25.
I'll leave it up to you, Scoot. You got to roll a DC. You got to roll me a fortitude save first. I'll say that's before you rolled your recovery check, and then you get to decide if you're gonna use your hero point on re-rolling that fortitude save or heroic recovering.
This is why we play the game, baby. Okay, so I rolled a 17, 6 on the die.
Okay,
so
it's a fail. So that means you would have gone from 3 to 4 because you take some damage from suffocating, and now you would have rolled the 1.
Yes.
Which means you go to dead.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna heroic recovery.
Yes, but what is the... So if I pass this... I'm sorry, I'm a little confused on the outcomes of either.
Yeah, just trust me on the order of operations here. Like, you're gonna want to heroic recovery here because because you are about to increase to dying 5, basically.
Yeah, right? Okay,
and
that's
then
what my
on your next
was.
turn, you're gonna fortitude save again, and that is gonna have a chance to damage you, which will increase your dying condition.
Okay.
So you're heroic recovering.
Heroic recovery, baby.
Well, here's the thing: is your heroic recovery right now, but now it's the end of your turn, which means you automatically damage inside. You're back to dying 2 because you were wounded 1.
If you use a heroic recovery, don't you lose the...
Oh, do you lose the wounded condition?
You lose the dying condition, not the wounded condition.
But you
don't gain the wounded condition, increase its value from dying condition this way. So if you already had wounded, you're still wounded.
Got it. Copy that.
Okay. So dying 2?
Dying 2.
Okay. Frogheem is up. This is insane. Oh my god, I can't believe this. This thing is got 1 action left because it is slowed 2, and it is going to use it to constrict those it has in its grasp, which is not Raphael. I need a fortitude from Nick and Lump, please.
13.
30.
That is a critical failure, and a 30 is a regular fail. Hold on, let me check something. It is, yeah, it's a regular fail. So 50 damage to Nick.
Oh, thanks for that heal, because otherwise we'd be dead.
25 to Lump. Rough.
Is there a mechanic for cutting these tentacles off?
There isn't, but I can... I would kind of go for maybe something similar to the cutting the tongue off, but the tongue is technically more vulnerable appendage is the idea, I think. Whereas the tentacles are the same material as like the rest of its body, which is very rubbery and resistant, which is why its AC is so high. That's the logic I'm going with anyway.
Okay, he will not do that then, and he'll start with his first action, Force Fang. So this ghostly rough just reaches out and bites this creature for 7 force damage.
Okay, very nice.
So the reason we do that is because that recharges his Spell Strike.
Yeah. So good. Automatic damage, Spell Strike, some more. You going for some more electricity or what?
I think I'm going to do my other 4th level spell and go with Chromatic Ray.
Oh.
Because this could get weird.
Okay.
The 35 to hit.
That hits.
So that's a yellow ray, which is another 50 electrical damage.
Okay.
And 11 slashing.
Okay, 11 slashing. Okay. No electricity, but slowed 1.
I'm trying. I'm really trying here.
Lump.
Lump, grabbed, clumsy, off guard, immobilized, drained 1. Just trying to have a good time here. Oh wait, Ruff, go ahead and roll that 2d6 damage.
2d6 damage for what?
You did 10 points plus of damage for Bloodsbreakers.
Oh, excellent. That's 7.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I need to know, does the clumsy from your critical strike dunk last until for 1 round, or is it while I'm pinned?
Let me double check. Yeah, 1 round.
Okay, so the clumsy is gone.
Or no, sorry. The immobilized is for 1 round. The clumsy is for as long as the immobilization lasts. So yeah, okay.
Okay, it's no longer immobilized either. Okay, just want to make sure. It's still laying on the ground, so it's good.
Gonna go ahead. Oh, Jesus Christ. We'll go ahead and put it all on the line. Flat check to 2-action heal Nick. That is a natural 20. Hooray.
Nice.
It is what it is. Then we'll go ahead plus 2. That's going to be 64 points of healing to Nick.
Oh, awesome. Back to full.
Nice.
My last action will be Lump will try to Lump is out of healing. Lump is going to use there it is. Lump will use
even with the staff.
It's a 3-part, I guess. Yeah, I'll try.
A little bit.
You've also got the prayer beads.
Yeah, that's a level 1 heal. That's not worth it.
Right. And the gloves.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Damn it! I wish that. You know what? Because part of me is just like grab this thing and try to restrain it. You know what? I changed my mind. I will use my last action to aid Nikaj escaping with an athletics check.
He's been doing acrobatics.
It's still. I can use athletics to try to pry the thing away as you wiggle free. So I'm just using athletics to help. Okay. And that will be all 3 of my actions.
Okay. Nick,
hearing some friendly athletics going on outside while his
Hang in there,
health
Nick.
is going up and down like crazy. 27 for the first.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
And the second was a natural 1.
All right, that's that.
Tulok, roll me a fortitude save. DC is 20 still, Cam, or is it gone up?
It's 25 now.
22.
25?
Yep, 25. 1d10 point of damage.
22 is a failure. That puts you down to dying 2. Sorry, dying 3. Dying 3. Roll me a flat check. Or sorry, yeah.
10.
Recovery check 10. That's dying 4.
And that's it.
Fuck. And at the end of your turn, the contraction of the stomach of this creature squashes Tulok to permanent death.
Brutal.
Can we just go over why that was 3 total? Like why he ascended that track 3 total times this turn?
3 separate instances of damage. Suffocation, recovery check failed, damage by the stomach.
Okay.
Constricted and suffocating inside this creature, Tulok's mind drifts to simpler times. Lazy afternoon sunbeams on the stoop of a small tavern in Otari. Leaves float in the gentle breeze down the street. From inside, he hears the laugh of a family and the noise of happy patrons. As if willing himself to move towards the door, he reaches whatever form he's in towards the handle. As he tries to grab it, darkness descends upon Tulok, a darkness known by no living creature. His soul begins to unbind itself from his mortal body. No light comes to his vision. Thoughts seem to appear from nowhere, a wondering, a feeling of curiosity. Where is the River of Souls? Who will I meet? What god will be waiting for me? Where are my friends? But nothing comes. The only thing for him is an empty death.
Oh, God.
Bastard.
Holy shit.
And this sense of I have got myself a meal, this innate sense takes over the creature, and it releases all of you. And it attempts to very quickly dive back into the water, triggering all of your reactive strikes should you want to try and pin this creature and keep the fight going and possibly lose everything that is on Tulak.
Including Mr. Bindleford.
Including Duffy Bindleford.
That's a 25 to hit from Ruff.
It's a natural 20 from Nick.
Oh,
nice.
Shit.
Oh, no. Okay, so the first thing it has to do, by the way, it is slowed. The first thing it has to do is stand. I'm not going to make it crawl. It is going to run. So it is going to stand, which triggers the AOs. Okay. And now you have fucking pinned the bastard. You gotta be joking. Roll me your crit damage. Oh, this is
getting away
so not good.
Quick. 30.
Okay, no longer grabbed. Remove your conditions here. 30 damage. You have immobilized the bastard again and made it clumsy. It has one action left. And it can't move away. Oh, you bastards.
It can.
So it's going...
immobilization.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, okay. It'll spend an action trying to do that. Athletics against the DC 23. 32. So it's no longer immobilized, which means it's no longer clumsy. It is back to exactly where it needs to be, but it's out of actions. Rough. What do you got?
Real quick, the clumsy is from spear specialization, so it does still have the clumsy one.
Okay, good call. It actually comes from two sources, so thank you for that. Yeah.
Oh, and because I crit, it doesn't stand up, correct? It's still down. Did you just say that?
No, it does stand up.
Oh, it does.
I thought it
no, we had a conversation with that, but I was wrong in the end. It interrupts manipulate actions. Standing up is simply a move action.
Yeah, that's what I get for listening to you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Ruff's first action is going to be dimensional assault, so he vanishes and reappears 15 feet away and strikes at the creature for a 19 to hit.
That's a miss.
Next two actions will be a spell strike.
Because you've recharged it again?
With the dimensional assaults, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
This is his last one. He's going to pair this with magnetic acceleration. So his blade just begins to hum. It's a 27 to hit.
That's a miss.
Hero point. A 19 to hit. Fuck. That's rough.
Critical miss. Lump.
Lump will kind of sigh at the over-eager Shuni popping off and then attempt to trip the creature. That's a 35 to trip.
Yep, that works.
All right.
Oh, it falls down. It is now, it's like turned its back, scrambling in the mud almost now. Just like, get me away.
And then with their last two actions, will cast Fear, just screaming at this creature. Anger
I
filling
assume that's a will save?
That is a will save.
Okay, you got a pretty good chance of this, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, 35.
That is a critical success. You are unaffected.
Mm-hmm. Nick. Can you get another crit in?
Hope so. He's going to try another intimidating strike. 39 to hit.
Oh my god, it's a fucking crit.
Let's go!
Finally.
So that's 36 piercing. You're immobilized, clumsy, and frightened 2.
Come on.
Hey, Nick, go ahead and roll those 2d6 for me real quick.
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and roll those 2d6.
Oh,
Another
what?
10.
Where's that coming from?
Blood spray curse.
Is it still on me? How does that work?
It's a minute.
Oh, so is it the first time someone crits?
Yeah,
or?
no, it's the first time around. So
that you get.
I guess it could have
Okay.
been long. I guess it could have been rough because he did hit, but yeah,
Yeah,
I've just
okay.
been keeping it as
So-
Nick because yeah.
Okay, because it's appropriate. Okay, another 10. Holy crap!
And then an
Okay,
advantageous assault for his third action. 31.
31 hits.
Fucking die. 18 piercing.
Okay, 18 piercing. It is on the ground, scrambling for its life as best as it can. I have to remove Tulok from the initiative order.
Yikes! Wow.
You didn't have to
Too soon.
No.
Said the loud part quiet, the quiet part loud. Did ya?
I'm so sorry, Scott. Okay, holy shit. It is this creature's turn, and it can do almost fuck all here. It's going, and it pretty much knows it can escape your mobilization, so it's going to attempt that first. 39.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's going to stand up. Take your reactive strikes.
22. Mhm.
Miss.
Natural 20 for a 37.
Come on. Oh, no.
Foundry finally doesn't hate us.
32 slashing.
Okay. 32 slashing. That's 2 actions. Break free. Stand up. And jump into the water.
See you later,
it's-
everything made by a patron.
It leaps into the water at a pretty big speed with this massive splash. I'm not going to end it there, though. It's just dove into the water, but it's just going away from you. I'm going to give you one last hurrah here. If you can do it from a distance. Let me move him back to make sure I got this distance right. It's going to go 30 feet away from you because that's its swim speed. But I'm not going to make it go down into the water completely. Rough?
In honor of Tulok, he's going to do telenetic projectile. So he's going to stride 5 feet.
Yes. Oh my God.
The 26 to hit.
It's a miss. Lump.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and, in honor of Tulok, cast Pernicious Poltergeist.
What?
It's I create an echo of a powerful poltergeist, temporarily anchoring it to an area to terrorize and harm any opponents foolish enough to remain in the area. Because the poltergeist is a manifestation and not truly present, it can't be attacked or hurt. It remains invisible until otherwise stated. When you cast the spell, the first time you sustain it on subsequent rounds, the poltergeist creates your choice of one of the following effects: Deathly Assault, Frighten, or Telenetic Storm. There, I got it. And so I'm going to place this 10-foot burst over the creature, and we watch as Tulok's spirit comes forth from the creature and just goes into a tantrum, just pulling rocks down from the ceiling, debris and quasi-real objects just crumbling into it. And I need a basic reflex save.
Basic reflex. This is my lowest. 22.
That is
Natural
a
5.
failure. You will take 20 points of force damage.
That ain't bad.
Getting there.
Describe your kill and
chipping
how
away.
Tulok's body
Oh, shit.
ejects from its mouth.
Oh, God. So, yeah, just Tulok, just anger and vengeance, just being pulled back from the empty death for this brief moment to get revenge, just pulling rocks from the ceiling, a stalagmite made of force just crushing through its head as it just breaks its back and just out comes Tulok.
Oh,
and Lump
this.
Go ahead. Sorry, I just want to say Lump will sustain the spell to just have a moment to kind of say goodbye. If you're gonna allow this flavor, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
hell
spell,
yeah.
But okay.
I mean, there's this like intense wave of divine energy that springs out from you to form this creature, and like this fake image of Tulok, a certainly inspired image of him, and the body comes flying out. Like, let's just say it lands onto the ruined dock, so we don't have to make you go swimming after it, and this like creature just like sinks into the water after you do this. There's just like this slow bubbling to the surface as it does, and there's this floating apparition that you've conjured that looks a lot like Tulok.
Does that mean you're going to let him play Tulok with the ghost archetype?
Oh, shit.
That's up to Scott. That's up to Scott. There's this very obvious limp body on the dock nearby that contrasts this, like, what seems something, like, obviously unliving, but is the most living thing of Tulok left.
And Lump will sustain the spell where it is and slowly move over to the body and gently close Tulok's eyes and just whisper, "May your last breath stoke the ember in our hearts and push us ever onward."
You have guided us this far, friend. Take your rest. It is well earned. Trust me. We will finish this.
Nick's just looking helplessly alone.
We should depart this place for a time. We should tend to this. We should bring him back to Otari, where he belongs.
Lump will gingerly scoop up Tulok, just looking up at the poltergeist, looking down at Tulok, and just start to cry really hard.
Ruff, holding back tears the best he can, will kind of get the boat ready so that, Giant Lump and Tulok can get into it. And I think we go back to Otari. I mean, I know that's not our ambition, but I don't.
Yeah.
Unless we're going to feed the body to Augrail, I don't see what else we do with it.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, we're still drained and stuff anyways, so even if we weren't doing the funeral rites, we'd need to take some rest time, but yeah, probably wanna let the town know.
Yeah. I feel like we should vie for this to be a holiday or something,
Yeah.
Tulok's Day.
Tulok's giving.
Goddamn. I didn't think it would be today. I'll say that.
I tried. I tried so hard.
We all tried real fucking hard.
So close. Like, actually, I think,
This one hurts. This one hurts more than
this one's
Somal.
brutal.
This one hurts more than Physic. Not by much, but this one
This
hurts.
It's funny, I feel less sick about this one than the others.
Well, we know we did
fucking
this
many
one
rules.
correctly.
Characters for something.
You finally got what you wanted, you sick freak.
I still I feel like maybe I'm just in denial of this one. I don't know. The other ones I was so nervous on the lead up, and this one I was like, I kind of knew this was going to happen to almost anybody, and I rolled a D4 to determine who got that tongue, and it was going to be either Duncan or Scott, and it was Scott. So
it's just tough because it was kind of our hubris that brought us down here. Like, there was definitely a part of me that was like, we should rest right now. But I'm like, oh no, let's just carry on. Like, and then we got to the first door, and I'm like, we should probably get out here. Because then we have like, I don't know what's down there. We have a way to go. And then we're like, you know what? Let's just keep going farther. I see mushroomy things at the end. I'm interested to know what it is. So I'm like super stoked to go down there. And then I still thought that the creature was going to clearly come from the red mushroom side, from the east. And then we still had a way out. And you know what? I never should have casted that creature, because then I would have had I would have built a dimension door, whatever the fuck it's called now. Can't think.
Yeah, but like if we start running, what's to the east of us? Probably a big scary spider monster.
Well, that's the other thing. The moment I heard all of you start discussing about kiting the creature, I was like, that's a bold move. Like, I know what's over there, but to assume that there isn't something over there, it's kind of crazy.
It's not assuming there isn't something over there. The strategy is getting away from this creature. That what's over there can't be our first priority when one of our party members is down, right? Like, we need to
there is the possibility too of like this creature is quite bestial and obviously quite hungry. Maybe it ends up in a little bit of action with the other something else that's over there, right?
Oh yeah, got you. I just want to say that Scott said we keep moving south, and that was a me statement for Scott. I wanted to go through the door. Tulok would be alive right now.
Don't you put words in Lump's mouth. How dare you?
I'm just kidding.
Mouths.
No,
sorry, mouths.
This was God damn it.
My bad.
You wanted to go through the door? I thought you made the case to go south.
No, fuck no. I wanted to move.
Made the case to like keep our backs protected. Yeah.
Yep. Lump never wants anything behind their back that they can't count as a wall or frame.
I definitely misinterpreted what you said.
That's all good.
And now we know how communication can both succeed and fail a group of people.
Yep. Fuck. I mean, we can. Yeah.
Can we activate the teleportation circles without Tulok?
Yes, that you've awoken them through Tulok, so they are usable by pretty much anybody at this point. I mean, I guess maybe technically you need a little bit of magic to make it happen, but
Ruff's probably got enough.
I'd say so.
Yeah. Okay.
So you are going to make your way back to Otari via the same route with the route you just came, with Tulok's body in tow.
I don't know another way.
Well, I think Tulok's body's going to be in the boat.
Yeah.
But I
just
think
you're going
Ruff
back
is going to try
water,
and
right?
tow the corpse of the frog hemoth with like a blade stuck into it or something to try and feed to the Chules.
Okay. I dig that. That's fun.
Gotta make friends while you can.
Just get it dragging it along, trawling it along.
Yeah, we'll just stick a knife in it and just hold it at the back of the boat.
It's perhaps a bit slow going, but there is an odd sort of maybe unsettling peacefulness to your journey back along the water. And especially past that door you opted not to enter. And you make your way back to the elevator. You leave the body of the frog hemoth at the dock, and the Chules.
Yep.
Thank you, I guess. No, I'm not going to make them come out of the water.
High fives and air kicks.
You take the elevator back up to the prison level. Teleportation circle back to level 2. Servants' quarters. And the long, slowed journey back with another dead companion. Wow. This will be exactly the right time to make Scott even more angry and say, you all get a hero point.
Woo!
And you can level up.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Worth it. No, I'm just kidding. It absolutely was not. It was absolutely not worth it.
there goes the webcam.
Ooh, a level 5 spell would have been fucking nice.
I just want you to bear in mind that you're all now going to be a level 9, but you still technically shouldn't be in the standard adventure with 4 players at this point. So you should have been 8 for that. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's a debatable scenario, but
can we know the CR of that creature?
It is actually a CR 13 creature, but it has the weak template.
So it's a CR
12.
That is insane.
It's an extreme encounter, a very extreme encounter. Yeah, it's insane.
Like normally +3 is already, oh, I'm dropping a body in this. The fact that we didn't fucking all absolutely crash out is fucking ridiculous. Like,
it's crazy.
If Freeman
those
hadn't
crits came through,
and I had thought to myself,
slowed.
If the creature dies in its stomach, I'm gonna make it run because it just wants a meal. And then pretty much immediately after I thought that, I saw Cam put in the chat, "This is TPK if Freeman doesn't decide to like make this thing run with its meal." It's like, oh, on the same page. I see.
Yes.
I don't. As far as I know, that's not in the counter for his motivation, in the AP for his motivations. But it made sense to me. It has the weakened template because it is in fact a bog rotted froghemoth. So it's like the poor condition of the waters has affected it. But yeah, it's bonkers, absolutely insane.
Yeah, 9th level really would have helped. I become a master in my spells.
So let's go back to town. We have some time left in the episode, obviously. I really want you guys to dig into what you're going to do in town, how this is affecting all of you, where you want to go, and I want to go over the 3 levels that we have for the remaining party. Sorry, Scott. I just can't.
So, first thing we do is bring Tulok's body to Vandy. I don't think there's going to be any debate in that.
Yeah, what's it like when you come into town? What route do you take? You know, let's talk about what time of day it is too. It's been a bit since I moved this calendar forward, I feel like. Yeah, it's going to be, it looks to me like it's going to be about really early morning, like 3 a.m. kind of. So most of the town will be asleep.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think they essentially just, Ruff wants to parade in, you know, take the most well-traveled road so people can see, you know, this isn't like Krugga where something's gone wrong that we might be able to possibly fix. Ruff truly believes this is one of the greatest men he's ever known, and he wants Otari to mourn. He wants Otari to hurt for this loss.
Anyone opposed? Anyone assisting in some way?
No, I'm with it. I like it.
How are you carrying the body in?
Just in my arms. I think it's called not fireman's carry. What's the other one?
Just dragging him by his foot.
Modified fireman's carry?
It's just
cradling?
Like cradling. Yeah, cradling. There
Gently
it is.
cradling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Head and arm limp.
Yeah. And just steel boots clanking on cobblestones as almost like a slow dirge walk.
Nick?
Nick's following behind Lump. Same. Just kind of head down, contemplating what's going on.
Is Ruff sort of like, I don't know how you insist upon this parade in, but as you get to the start of the town, the entrance, you see a couple of pike or spear wielding late night Otari guards. And they are a bit alert as you approach, and the closer you get, they start to recognize, that's Raphael, the mysterious return of this local now turned hero. There's Lump, the one that we all just learned of the new identity, and the rumors have been spreading. There's that new kobold, who popped up amongst the other stone scales. And there's the limp body of the single longest standing hero of Otari. And their defensive posture quickly turns to shock. They just don't know how to respond. They almost go limp. They put their weapons, they aim their weapons down, as it were, and are slack-jawed at the sight of this massive lumpen creature carrying the greatest hope Otari has had in the last month or so.
Ruff is walking tall for the first time. He's standing as tall as he possibly can. He's not trying to hide his identity, and his faith tattoo around his eye is just glowing the bright pharasmic blue. And when he sees the guards start to slack, he immediately hits them in the leg so they straighten up.
Amazing. Yeah, and they snap to attention, and they put their spears back on their ends on the ground, and they sort of straighten up. And as you cross the bridge into town and head down the main road, you hit the first fork and you see a patrolling guard walking along and holding a torch, and they say, "Whoa, who goes there?" And you stop in your tracks, and it walks up to you, and he sees the scene and is as shocked as the others. But what you didn't notice was that one of the guards from the entrance had started to follow you and calls out, "Another's fallen. Let them pass." And hearing from his fellow guard, he shakes it off and tries to regain his composure and nods to you all for you to continue. You walk down the main strip that takes you past Odd Stories, the front entrance to Odd Stories, and the Farmers Guild with Hala High Stepper. And you, as you go, meet another guard and another, and the exchanges become more and more similar, less and less similar as you approach. Each guard realizes this is quickly turning into a procession, despite it being the middle of the night. And there's this purposeful knock on the ground from those who carry a spear with each step. Knock, knock, knock. And it starts to pull other guards out from their patrols and towards you. And you start to hear smack, smack with swords on shields. And this slow procession sort of begins to stir some of the animals at the Farmers Guild, which gets some of those guild members moving around and out of bed. You hear some lights turning on, both behind and beside and ahead of you, in various buildings. By the time you reach the Otari Market, there is a reasonable retinue of people behind you. And when you get to the Crux Nook, which is usually kind of an all-hours kind of place, if not always busy late at night, you see people pouring out at the now raucous, cacophonous sound of the procession behind you. And before you get across the bridge by the Crux Nook, there is a gathering of kobolds that have come down from the ruins of the Thirsty Alpaca, and having heard you from the other side of the other bridge. You see a pajamaed Lasda and Brelda Vankervale coming out of the Rowdy Rockfish as you pass by. Continuing along, you might even catch a glimpse of Rab Turtle and or his butler giving a bit of a sneer at the noise in the middle of the night, but still paying attention. And by the time you arrive at the Dawnflower Library, Vandy Bannerdash, in her best waking up robes, is standing out of the entrance with more than a few acolytes, And you have like basically a massive parade of people behind you at 3 a.m. in the morning at Otari. And she simply nods and beckons you to follow her. You enter the Dawnflower Library.
Ruff will stop, turn to the procession, and as loud as his little voice will allow or go, maybe aided with the power of the Shaika.
I was going to say maybe you try to go as loud as you can, but you get multiple voices that suddenly shoot out at once.
Death is not the end. Not for Tulok of Otari. Tulok of the Rose Guard. We shall not fall. And then he'll turn and go into the library.
And there is this like stark, brutal silence amongst everyone, because that seems like the final stroke of realizing, in a very short amount of time, really realizing that despite your inspirational speech, Tulok is dead. And you see a few tears welling up in more than a few eyes, and the guards just start banging. They just start banging on their shields and banging on the cobblestone roads. And citizens have joined in. They grabbed pots and pans when they were following and joined the beat. And now it's just clatter, 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 clatter. And the entire town of Otari wakes up over the next little while. The rumors start to spread, and it is a very, very sleepless night for everyone. And the body is laid down with Physic in the same room that Kruka sways back and forth in, put to a magical, peaceful rest until such a time is appropriate to lay them in the Otari graveyard.
We are the Rose Guard now, fellows. This is a legacy I am not sure we can live up to. But we try.
I don't think we have a choice.
We do have a choice. We can quit here. We can leave.
No.
No, I'm not saying that I want to. I'm saying that we choose this for ourselves. Till the last breath.
It has been a long night, friends. If you will excuse me, I would take my leave. And maybe looking as old as he's ever looked, Ruff exits the library. And does his best to blend into whatever crowd is left and just hood up, quietly and carefully, going to the only place he knows that will offer him a touch of reprieve. Arthur's old house.
Nick, hearing the din of the crowd, just walks outside and joins them, starts banging his spear along and just kind of surveying the people that he's now feels that he's got some, responsibility over. And just kind of does that until something happens, until he comes back to his senses, but spends no time just seeing the people that are his charge.
It's not long before the kobolds kind of find you in that crowd, though. They don't make too big a point about it, but they do kind of surround you and gather with you, because they want to make their place in this town, and so far it's been okay, but they're leaning on you as their representative. the Adamant here as a representative, but you as the sort of hero and clinchpin that is out there doing the dirty work. And they kind of follow your lead. They join in this and that, and they just linger nearby and chat with the townsfolk. And some of them even just pretend to sort of just enjoy the local rumor mongering when it comes down to that, when it comes to people being a little settled and wanting to kind of spread information. And the Adamant eventually finds you and is kind of like observing you. This granite-scaled kobold.
Yeah, Nick sees him and sidles up. So, I guess I'm the hero now.
You sort of need to be. I know I named you ambassador to our kind without your express permission. However, I had a feeling you would be up to the task. I also knew you'd be in over your head. All of them are. All of us are. The situation is so much worse than we are regularly and willing to admit.
You're right on that count. I am over my head, and I am capable of the task. I appreciate the endorsement, but I worry of the task that we have ahead.
Just remember that our endorsement is not a one-way street. We need you as much as you need us. The people here don't understand our kind. They're suspicious of us, and with good reason. At the end of all days, we must work together, if separately. Remember that when you are in over your head, there are those of us who are beneath you, holding you up. And there are companions of yours, these other heroes, that stand above your head, protecting you from what may rain down.
I understand that. Thank you, Edmund. I only wish to bring to bring us all peace.
And a little bit of glory wouldn't hurt, would it?
He gives a wry smile.
Returned with a cheeky grin.
A wink and a tickle.
And Lump, what have you been doing when the crowd starts to sort of like disseminate?
Lump intends to stand silent vigil over Tulok's body for the night, as is tradition in Lastwall.
And as you stand vigil, two people enter the room a little while later to join you, other than the tasked acolytes to tend to the body. Tamalee Tandervale, dressed in her finest material regalia. Material regalia? Military regalia.
You got there, bud.
Keep that in.
Neither is wrong.
Technically, it's material. Yeah.
It was technically right, yeah. Just took the drama right out of it. And the specific colors of the Grey Corsairs, which elude me right now, but maybe James remembers.
Blue and gray.
Gray.
Blue and gray,
And
thank
yellow.
you. Ribboned around her peg leg. And Aloria Galantine. And they both just sit down with you, Lump, and take vigil. And that's what we're going to call it.
I'm actually crying a little bit right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I got weepy earlier.
That's pretty good. That's pretty. That's
I hear
a
a
decent
crack or
ep.
two in my voice.
That's why we play the game, guys.
This is why we play the game.
And fuck you, Barn. You finally got what you wanted, you sicko.
I can't wait to tell
God.
Michael.
Oh, you are gonna get fucking reamed over this one, but
Yeah.
It's gonna be brutal. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.